the same, the same, the same, the same. Ay. I love you better today than yesterday. And every day is gonna play out the same. It's gonna play out the same. Growing as one, not growing apart. Apart.
Hey Google, morning lights. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Morning.
Play out the same, the same, the same. Gonna play out the same. I love you better today than yesterday. And every day is gonna play out the same.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Hasta la bye-byes. You got your phone?
Yes.
And your keys?
Yes.
Don't fall.
No.
Alright, have a good day.
No.
You better.
No.
Or else.
No.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye. Hello guys and good morning. We've got a sunrise finally happening. It is Sunday and I thought it'd be fun to do a productive kind of day in my life vlog. I've had a couple of people request like vlogs when I'm working, but Sundays have turned into like my de facto kind of YouTube work days, and I do wake up really early because Alvin does work a full day on Sunday. So right now it is 7:20. It's pretty early. So Alvin just left for work. Today's actually his longest work day on Sundays because he's the only manager in for their store. So he works almost a 12-hour day, and then Sunday is the only day I have the apartment to myself. So I kind of do most of my YouTube filming, a lot of editing, and then hanging out with Rex. Yeah, he's waiting for breakfast because as soon as Alvin leaves, which I think I filmed it, but right after Alvin leaves, the first thing I do is give him his breakfast. So let's go ahead and give him his breakfast. You ready for breakfast, buddy? Come on. This bag of food is just about done. Dog hair. So for dinner, we'll open up his other bag of dog food. And we buy these slow feeder bowls. I've seen some people on TikTok ask what these are. Rex eats so fast that we have to like shake the food into these crevices so that he doesn't eat too fast to make himself sick. You ready? Good boy, you know the deal. Sit. Good boy. So now he's set for breakfast. So for the next hour or so, like in the morning on Sunday after Alvin leaves, first thing I try to do is do some reading. I've been reading a lot of nonfiction. Honestly, I need to switch and have something a little bit more fun because it kind of feels like work all day. But when I'm reading something fun or enjoyable, this is like a nice morning break. I love doing like reading or like some hard work like first thing in the morning because it's when I'm like the most focused. So let me show you what I'm currently reading. So the two main books I have on my bedside table, I've been reading the book Rest, which is honestly really, really good, but I feel like I'm not implementing the kind of stuff that I'm reading about, but it's a really good book so far. And then the next one I was going to start is Atomic Habits. I've heard about this book but never really got into it or picked it up, and then Taylor Wynn talked about how much she loved the books, and I love her book recommendations, so I finally picked it up. This book back here is called Your Head is a Houseboat, and that's mainly journaling prompts, so I try to only pull that out when I actually have time to journal, which we might talk about later today. But those are the two main books, and they're both nonfiction, and I kind of wanted to read something a little bit more fun. So I also picked this up a while ago, and I thought I would bring it out. This is from Allure. This is The Confessions of a Beauty Editor. It's an older book, I think. Let's see. Wow, so the first edition came out in 2006. Yep, so a little bit older, but as technically like the beauty editor was a precursor to like the beauty guru or the beauty influencer, I find this really, really interesting. So I'm thinking I'm gonna spend a little bit of time reading rest. I think I'm almost done. I gotta figure out where I was at, and I like to go through and actually like highlight and make notes in the book as I go. So that's the end of the book. I think I lost my spot. I think I had the highlighter in where I last was. So I think I'll spend the first half of the hour reading this, and then I'll jump into the Allure book. Ooh, so the sun is fully up. Let me get out of the sun. So that was nice. I got like an hour of reading done. I got like a chapter and a half of rest, which I do really like it, but it just kind of makes me feel guilty for like all the stuff that I'm not doing, which I think is counterintuitive to the book. But that's just me as a type A hyper-productive person. And then I started reading the Allure Beauty Secrets book, which is just one of those books where it's just like, here's how to wash your face, here's how to do XYZ, which I would have killed for as a teenager and when I was younger. But now I just find fascinating, and I want to see, because the book came out in what, 2006? I want to see if there's any differences in like common whatever recommendations between then and now. So I think it's fun, and it's fun for me to read too. So I got through a little bit of that. So the next thing that I do is make the bed. I am one of those people that has to make the bed every day. I just think like your room is not clean, your life is not put together unless your bed is made. So let's do that. And there we go. Isn't that just so much nicer? Yeah, I like having beds made. All right, so next on my list of things to do is a quick workout. I haven't really been doing like intense workouts. I try to do like a short 15-ish minute workout like on weekdays, and then on Sundays I try to do a little bit of a longer workout, but like today I know I'm going to be doing a lot, so I'm probably going to do like a 15-20-ish minute workout too. So let me show you what kind of videos that I do. So I have this workout playlist that I've made just to kind of collect the videos that I like. I really like Grow with Jo. She has some really cool like walking low intensity workouts. There's also this one specific TikTok workout that I really like. It's the Kiat Jade Die, I think, workout, and it's a core workout, and it's really good. I like that one. And then Chloe Ting, she's got some really great like no equipment needed arms workouts. So for a normal work day, I would probably do 2 of these videos, like either the toned arms and the 15-minute workout, or the toned arms and the 6-minute workout. Today, I think I want to do one of the Grow with Joe videos. So let's see. Walking in 15 minutes, standing abs. Ooh, cardio, 10-minute cardio. I think I'm gonna do the 10-minute cardio and then like the 6-minute core workout. So let's do that. I'm gonna bring this down to the bottom. Yeah, so I will do these 2 videos. The only thing is I am very self-conscious. I don't really want to film myself doing this, so I'll see you when I'm done with the workout. Oh, that was a good workout. Sweating, and a special guest joined me for the last half of the workout. The chunky boy came in. I think he was curious as to what I was doing. You're a cutie. Okay, so now that the majority of like my morning routine is done, I like to spend this time to kind of sit down, look at how I plan my YouTube videos and look at everything and kind of make my actual to-do list for today. It's right around 9 o'clock, so I think we're making pretty good time today. So let me show you a little bit. I don't want to spoil too many upcoming videos, but I'll give you like a sneak peek at how I now organize my YouTube schedule and all of my notes and everything, because it's very different from the way I used to do it. I used to have like a Google Doc set up, but it wasn't dynamic enough. I wanted to get a little bit more detailed with my YouTube planning and scheduling and notes, so I started using Notion. So let me show you a little bit of my Notion setup. Okay, so we're on my iMac. This is my Notion setup. I flipped the content calendar back a month so we wouldn't see any spoilers here. But this is how I have everything set up now. I've got several pages over here. If you guys are interested, I could do like a dedicated video of my Notion tour, because I watched a ton of those in order to get this actually set up. But this is all customized. So I made the banner out of pictures I found on like Google and Pinterest. I added in everything down here and color coordinated it. I was looking to go for like a dark academia theme, as you can see from like the emerald green and the yellow, and then all of the pictures up here along with all the icons. You could have different icons here, but I went for like the black and white kind of linear icon theme. So to the left I've got my goals. So these are my 2021 goals, my 2022 goals that I'm planning for next year, my 2021 goals, my completed goals down here. So like my goals were to hit 5,000 YouTube subscribers, get my CAPM certification. I started journaling in July, so I wanted to journal daily in July, and that was all done. The last 2 goals I have for 2021 are journal consistently and then maybe hit 6K YouTube subscribers. I think we're like halfway there, so I don't think we're gonna hit it by the end of the year, but most likely I'll just carry that to 22. Down here I've got links. Down here I like to track whatever PR that I'm sent, so I can make sure to track everything. And then over here I have my content calendar. So for each video I have a page that pops up. So this one was the beauty room tour, and this was a sponsored video, so I have the category sponsored video. I have title ideas. I've got the Anna Luisa script that I wrote for the ad read, and then I have like checklists of what I need to do, like combine audio and video files, cut the A-roll, and this is what I was looking to do, like get more detailed, get really in there. And I couldn't do this on Google Docs, so I just love how like free you are to do this within Notion. Down here I want to cover, I'll probably blur that out, but it's a creative brain dump. I've got some ideas for future videos. I love this little coin. It says worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. I love that. Another picture of a library. These are channels I want to deep dive and research. So these are older channels that either I've never heard of and want to deep dive, or channels I used to love but no longer like watch. And I want to make time to go back and like look at their old category, like catalog of videos. So like Emily Noel's the first one I did. I went through like her oldest videos just to feel a little bit nostalgic about like old school YouTube, and I got really inspired from like watching her old videos and remembering why I loved old school YouTube so much. So Emily's done, and then I've got all these other channels that I want to go through. I also track my last purchased palettes. The ranking the last 10 palettes I've bought videos are really popular, so I'm tracking the palettes here. And then I think the last bit I'm going to show you guys for now is my weekly agenda. So this is where throughout the week I kind of keep track of all of my stuff. So I've got a couple of things here that I want to get done, but I think for today I'm actually going to write them on my paper organizer just to keep better track of them. So this is the daily organizer that I like to use. I literally got this at like the dollars section at Target, and it just has like your to-do list, it has your goals for today, looking ahead, and then the date. So today I'm gonna add in the date is 12, today's the 5th of 21, and I'm just gonna go through my online to-do list and kind of start tracking out what I wanna get done today. Okay, so I think I've got my to-do list just about done. So my goals for today are to be productive, and I really want to take a bubble bath later tonight. We'll see if I can get all of this done and if I can do that. Looking ahead, I want to meal prep for breakfast for a couple of days during the week, so when I actually go and make like my brunch, I will do that. And then make dinner later tonight, and then kind of take a look at what I have to pull out of the freezer for tomorrow's dinner. And then for actual to-do lists. So I want to film my beauty TikTok. I've been doing a Shop My Stash advent calendar series. I'm trying to start using TikTok and posting more to Instagram. So I want to film, I think I'm combining 2 days of the advent calendar. So I want to film that before I film for the other 2, so because I have to do my makeup before I film these. Next, for Rex's TikTok, we're actually doing a dog treat advent calendar, so I want to film that. Then I want to film the 2 videos for today are going to be the 4 or more tag. It's a tag I did a while ago, and it's to show whatever in your makeup collection do you have 4 or more products from like of the same line, and I think that'd be really fun. And I'm going to have a lot more products now, I think, than the last time I've done the tag. So we've got that. Then I want to film my next video is going to be my favorite like winter holiday palette, so I'm going to film that. And then I want to start editing at least 1 video so I can kind of get ahead for the week. For these 2 videos, I have some prep work I have to do. So I have to pick and pull the favorite holiday palette, so I have those ready for filming. And then I have to pull all the 4 or more products that I have in my collection. So I'm going to probably get 2 baskets and start pulling those out. And then once I have those pulled out, I think I'm going to go ahead and make breakfast. Alright, so I went through my collection. I picked out, I'm going to do 5 favorite like holiday palettes here. And then I pulled these out as like a special honorable mention specifically for New Year's. Because I don't know why, but like for me, nothing says New Year's more than like a dark, smoky eye with like a bright silver glitter. I don't know why. I love it. So we've got those, sneak peek there. And then I went through my collection and pulled out everything I have 4 or more of. So like I have 4 of the Wet n Wild palettes. I have 4 of the ABH Glow Kits. And there's a lot. This bag, I should have gotten a bigger bag. There's a lot. But I've got everything pulled here so that when it's time to actually film the video, all I have to do is pull it out, organize it, and then I can talk about it as I go. And that's the #1 tip I have if you do want to do like a YouTube channel or anything. Just like prep beforehand so that you have everything you need for filming, because you don't want to like do your makeup, get dressed, have everything ready to film, and then realize you didn't pull all your products. So we've got those done. I checked those 2 off of my to-do list, and now I'm getting hungry. So let's go ahead and eat or make some breakfast. Well, excuse the terrible lighting, but you're in a shelf right now. So breakfast, it's like 9:30. I don't like eating food like as soon as I wake up in the morning. It makes me feel like sick. So I like to eat a little bit later in the morning, which is kind of a bad habit because sometimes I just don't eat breakfast and then I'm starving by lunch. And anyway, it's not a great habit, but I can't eat too early, otherwise I feel sick. So what I want to do, I think I'm going to make, I know we have some Spam. Oh, I've got pork roll. Give me a minute. Alright, so for breakfast today, I think I'm gonna make a couple of pieces of toast, some fried eggs, and then we've got some pork roll or Taylor ham. I'm from Jersey, but I really don't care. I kind of use both anyway. And then while I'm cooking that, I also want to kind of cook a little bit more than I would normally eat to pre-batch for breakfast Monday and Tuesday. So I've got some hash browns that were left over from dinner last night. We made hash browns and we had some takeout wings. And what I want to do is make a little bit extra pork roll and then fry a couple of eggs to put in each of these. And then for breakfast on a work day, when I'm a little bit faster, well not faster, when I have a little bit less time in the morning and I'm trying to get ready so I can start working, I can just take out one of these, heat it up, and then I've got a nice hot breakfast, and it's really, really nice. So let's do that. need to throw my hair up in a bun or put it in another headband. But we're at a really good stopping point right now, and usually anytime between 11 and like 1 is when I will take Rex on his WALK. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Are you ready to go for a walk? You're such a dork. I love you. Baby. Let's go. Go. Hold on a second. Wait. Let me take your thingy off. There. You look so cute. Why are you squinting? Is it bright? No. Are you done? Rex, are you done? Can I do this with one hand? Ha ha! Good boy. All right, let's take your vest off and upstairs. He did it. So we are back inside. It was beautiful outside, like literally a perfect walk. And usually for our routine, right after I walk him at around lunchtime, and this is on work days too, I like to play with him for at least 20-ish, maybe hopefully 30 minutes after a walk to really tire him out, get him some good exercise, and then he gets his lunch, which is a greenie. Oh, he knows what that word means. We got to use another word for that. But we're gonna play, so let's bring you along. And this is how you can tell he's tired. He just sits very far away where I can't reach his toy, and he pants and just looks at me. Oh, second wind? Nope, you're just putting your toy back. Good boy. The best boy. All right, so for lunch, Rex gets one greenie. And I'm gonna break it in half because he likes to eat things too fast. You ready, buddy? But sit. Gentle. Oh, that wasn't gentle. You got my thumb. Okay, so it's like lunch-ish time, but since I had a late breakfast, I'm not really hungry. I'll probably just heat up the cup of coffee that I had a little bit ago and start getting ready to do my makeup. All right, so this is a little hectic, but this is my setup for when I'm just doing my own makeup and I'm not really filming it. That's the vlog camera, or the same camera as my normal camera, but I'm using it to vlog right now. But I've got my makeup brushes, I've got the makeup products I'm gonna use. I just got this new brush holder off of Amazon and I'm in love. I love it. It's a little coffin. So I've got all of my brushes, I got some more makeup products, that's my mechanical keyboard, and then I pushed my iMac over to the corner so I could still watch stuff. So I'm watching, this is an older video from Emily Noel. If she was a news anchor again, what she would do her makeup as, and I just find that fascinating. So I've got my YouTube Watch Later playlist going, and this is like my happy space. I get to just sit down, relax, do my makeup, and have fun. Okay, so my camera died. I don't know where it cut off, but my other battery was charging, so I had to wait a few minutes. So most of my face is done. I also traded in what was left of my cold coffee for a Monster. I know I have a caffeine problem. I should not be having this much caffeine, but I like it. Okay, that's my vice. So now all we have left is eyes, and I'm thinking I should have done my eyes first, because since I got this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean in my advent calendar for today, I thought about using it as an eye base and doing like a full-on smoky eye. That being said, if I'm going to be playing with a lot of black shadow and black cream shadow, I should have done my eyes first and not the rest of my face. So I think I'm just going to lay down some loose powder and like hope that any fallout brushes away with it, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's... It could turn out really, really bad, and you know, that's fine. Like, it is makeup, it washes off. There have been several times where I've done my makeup and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I hate it. And sometimes I have time to wash everything off and try again, and then there are some times where I like have to work a full day with that really bad eye look on. Thankfully now mostly everything is remote. But yeah, that's part of the fun of it, right? All right, let me get my loose powder and we'll jump in. Oh my god, so I'm actually really liking this. I probably shouldn't jinx it before I finish the lower lash line, but this looks really cool. It's like dramatic, obviously, but I like it, and I like the purple from my Pan That palette. Like, it just shines more, and the black helps bring it out a little bit more. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up, and then we'll get ready to actually start filming. Alright, so since I finished my makeup, before I pick out a lipstick and get ready for filming, I'm gonna finish editing and gonna post the TikTok that I started this morning with the 2 advent calendar pics. Okay, so I think I've got everything in place. I just put my whole filming setup together, so I thought before I start filming I could give you guys a quick tour of how I set everything up. All right, so this is where I sit. I've got 2 umbrella lights right here. Eventually I do want to upgrade to like some smaller lights. I mean, they work really well and they were really cheap on Amazon, and they've been working. I've had them for years, but they're huge and they take up a lot of space. So that's the only thing. I thought I would leave them out here like in my room, just like open so I can film whenever, but they're a hassle. So I keep them in the closet and I have to take them out, unfold them, and put them up whenever I'm ready. I've got the ring light, but really for like filming, unless I'm filming a close-up of my eye or of products, I don't really put the ring light on. I normally use the ring light just for like in the morning when I'm doing my makeup, or like I said, for close-ups and stuff. So like now I have it like on 5%. I may or may not, depending on how the shot ends up looking, I might turn that off, I might leave it on. I've got this tripod right here, which is a newer tripod I just picked up. Personally, it's a little too tall. Like my favorite, my last tripod, it came up to like right here, and that was like the perfect height for what I needed for a tabletop tripod, but the quality of that tripod was trash. So I have this one. It's so much better quality, but it's tall. So the shot ends up looking a little bit odd, but I'm just trying to get used to that. Down here I have my mic, which is another thing I really want to upgrade eventually. Because it picks up a lot of sound all around me, I kind of made this little soundproof box out of an old sweater. I sewed it onto a basket, so I kind of have like a soundproof little area. And then because I didn't have a pop, is it a pop? Not pop socket. It's not called a pop socket. Pop filter. I just had an old fuzzy sock that I cut and I put on top of the mic. So I've got that there and it just plugs right into my iMac. I'm watching Kenny JD right now. I love her videos. But I plug it in and I just record it using QuickTime for my audio. And then over here I've got the products I'm gonna use. So these are for the favorite winter holiday palettes. And then down here I have the bag of the 4 or more products. I like to film videos in order of like the hardest or longest video first, and then they get easier as you go. Because also when you spend so much time like talking and filming, it can really wear you out. So I try to get the hardest stuff done first and then it gets easier as you go. So I think the 4 or more is actually going to be the harder video to film because there's a lot more products there and I'm going to talk a little bit more about all of them. And then I think the winter palettes are going to be easier to film. So I'm going to go ahead and bring these products up, get them organized, take this camera, put it up there and start getting ready to film that. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Monica and today I am surrounded by makeup products because I am finally going to do another update of the 4 or more tag. Okay, and we just finished filming that first video, the 4 or more video, and I put all the products in this bag as I was talking about them. One of the best tips that I also find is helpful when I'm filming and I have multiple videos to film in a day is I like to type up the names of all the products that I mentioned in the video to include in the description box later on. So what I will do now is I'm going to take this bag of products and I'm going to go through and that's a lot of products. I'm going to type them up now. It gives me a little bit of break in between filming, but I can type them up, and as I type up the products, I can put them away. That way I don't end up with like several bags of products like this sitting out while I film the next video. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so that took a while, but I typed up everything, put all the makeup back in my collection. We've got a bit more room here. I grabbed a snack. I had some yogurt and granola. And while I was typing that up, I was listening to Smoky Glow's gift recommendations video, which I wish I had seen this or it had come out earlier because there's like 2 or 3 things on the list like I want to buy. And I'm really interested. But anyway, so that's done. I'm going to take a slight little break, probably go do some dishes, and then I'm going to film the next video, which is the favorite holiday palettes video. Alrighty, all set to film video number 2. Yay, and that's a wrap. We are all done filming. I've got the audio files over here. I'm going to break down the set, quote unquote, put everything away, and then I'm probably going to start importing some files, and then I'm going to take a much needed break. So it is 4 o'clock. I really don't have to start making dinner until like 6:30-ish. So now I'm actually gonna try and relax, which, yeah. Ooh, nice big stretch buddy. So I've closed most of the windows over here because I'm actually going to watch a show. I am behind. I am just now watching Squid Game for the first time. I'm like halfway through. I think I'm on episode 5. So and by I mean me and Rex, are gonna get comfy in bed and watch Squid Game. He's like, what do you have in your face? You wanna cuddle? So I got to a really interesting part of Squid Game. I'm like halfway through episode 7, but it's like 6:45, so I gotta start making dinner. All right, the lighting in here is terrible, but it'll do. Alvin gets off work on Sundays right at 7, so it's 6:45, which is normally when I would start cooking if I don't have a whole lot to cook. Tonight, I am making steak, mashed potatoes, and I was gonna do asparagus. We have frozen asparagus, but we have salad greens in the fridge that I think are gonna go bad soon, so I might just do a side salad instead, because I also have, I think, some feta cheese in there I also have to use up. Let me show you guys our meal planning board. I think I've shown you that. Okay, so over here, we've got these two whiteboards. I'm not gonna show, we also have a cork board and a chalkboard up here, but they have like Christmas cards and our addresses and stuff, so I won't show those. But over here we keep like the shopping list. Alvin, his family owns a grocery store, so any groceries we need from the store we put over here. This is our shopping list for where we're actually gonna go out to eat or go out to shop. This is our reminder board. So these are like restaurants we want to do, and then a reminder that we got to schedule our COVID booster since now we're both eligible. This is our dinner planner. So we found this whiteboard, I think it was at Target, and it has Sunday through Saturday on it. And we split it in half so we can kind of meal plan for 2 weeks. So today we have the steak, asparagus, and mashed potato. Tomorrow is enchiladas. Tuesday is Alvin's day. He normally cooks on Tuesdays, so he's going to be doing salmon, couscous, and zucchini. So like I said, I'm gonna just wipe out the asparagus and probably do a salad instead. So since I really only have steak and mashed potato, it's really not gonna take that long. So these are the steaks. We really don't have steak that often. It's like a once every other month kind of treat. And we found these, I think they are sirloin, maybe. We found them at Trader Joe's. So we've got one of each. And then I've got a bunch of potatoes, russet potatoes. They're just about to sprout. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and use all of them because I don't want any of those to go bad. And I like the skins on my mashed potatoes, so I might just go in and like scrub off the little like sprout parts and then chop them up, get them boiling. And then the salad, I'm literally just gonna throw like the lettuce in with a little bit of vinaigrette and the feta cheese, and that's about it. Nothing too fancy. All right, and usually when I cook, I like to listen to like a podcast or a YouTube video. I specifically really like listening to videos or watching videos in the background that are about cooking. A channel I found recently that I love is called Acre Homestead, and it's this woman who, they live basically on a homestead. She does a whole bunch of like food preparation. She has like a whole huge garden. She harvests from the garden. She pre-cooks a bunch of stuff. She preserves foods. She cooks food, and she just came out with like a 52-minute video, and it's filling my freezer with 21 homemade freezer meals all from scratch. So I'm gonna be listening to that while I cook. Alright, so I've got my onions working. I'm going to caramelize these. They're going to shrink a lot, so that's why I did 2 whole onions. I switched the pan halfway through. I'm just going to use the cast iron. This is the same thing I'm going to cook the steak in. The potatoes are hopefully about to boil soon. And while those work, I'm going to go ahead and double check to make sure I have everything prepped for tomorrow's dinner, because I'm really bad at forgetting to pull things out of the freezer. So we have enchiladas, and then we've got the salmon. So I might go ahead and pull the salmon out of the freezer too. And then I want to prep tomorrow's coffee, because I love this coffee maker because you can schedule, it's got a clock in it. You can schedule a whole pot of coffee, or you can make like individual cups too. So normally on work days when either one of us works, we schedule just to have a full pot start as soon as our alarm goes off. And yeah, we keep our coffee grounds in our freezer because we've heard that's the best way to keep them fresh if you have like ground coffee. Not sure if it's true, but we like it. Okay, for a full pot of coffee, we'll do 5 scoops. Push this in, and then to delay the brew, we turn it on. We're gonna set it to a full pot of coffee, classic, and then we're gonna hit delay brew. So it starts at 5:52 because this thing takes about 8 minutes to brew a full pot of coffee. So by the time we wake up at 6 tomorrow, coffee will be done. All right, so we've got our coffee prepped, our meats for the rest of the next couple of days for dinner have been pulled out of the freezer and they're now in the fridge defrosting. Normally this is the time where I would also do breakfast prep. So Alvin, he normally likes to eat oatmeal, and I will prep a bunch of little mini oatmeals for him to have during the week. But he has a bunch of cereal stocked up, so he's just gonna have cereal for breakfast this week, and we already prepped my breakfast earlier in the video. So we're just gonna wait for the onions to caramelize down. Yeah, I like mashed potatoes and this because it's a nice treat. We don't get steak this often, so it's a nice treat, and honestly it's pretty easy to cook. With a nice like cut of steak like this, I don't do too much to it. Literally just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, onions, maybe a little bit of garlic, and you let the meat speak for itself, right? Right. I might get myself a drink. We've got some coquito in the fridge, but it makes me sleepy. So I don't know if I want to drink it already or wait until later. Bad lighting here, but dinner is all done. Alvin just got home and he went to take Rex for a quick walk right before we start eating. We're probably gonna throw on an episode of The Sopranos and then dig in. Thank you for cleaning up.
Yeah.
Alright, and that's about it. Alvin is cleaning up and doing the dishes since I cooked dinner. It's like 9:15-ish, and that's about my full day. I'm normally passed out by like 10 o'clock at the latest, because you saw how early that we get up in the morning. Tomorrow's Monday, I've got a full day of work, so I'm gonna go ahead, brush my teeth, get my PJs on, and head to bed. Thank you for joining me on a full productive Sunday and for trying something new out with a different type of video. I normally don't vlog, if you couldn't already tell. I normally don't do this, so it was fun to do something a little bit different. Let me know down below if you like these kind of videos, if you want to see anything else, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Good night. Hey Rex, say good night.
No.
Say this. Good night.